Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I'm Roberto Cabrera with Brown Harris Stevens here in Manhattan, where I've specialized for nearly 28 years. And this is your market report for March of 2026. So there was a bunch of things I wanted to share with you, but there's one thing that's just really festering with me. Is this moment, the war in Iran, the it's always something moment for this cycle? And I ask because virtually every time over the past 6 to 7 years, excluding the rubber band effect that we had after the pandemic in 2021, the anticipated market surge that we were expecting at that time got tripped up by something. In 2019, it was the Housing Stability and Tenant Protection Act of 2019. It's a big way of saying, what a disaster. Then in 2020, it was the pandemic. 2021 was the snapback. In 2022, it was the war in Ukraine, which was followed immediately by the beginnings of that spike in interest rates. 2023, it was the regional banking crisis and the fact that rates were still rising up to 8% in that year. In 2024, it was simply that sticky 7% rate that was there. In 2025, it was Liberation Day. And now in 2026, the moment we hit 6% on the 30-year jumbo mortgage and sub 6% on the conforming, here comes the war in Iran, causing rates to abruptly reverse course and pop up several points. So again, just wondering, is this that it's always something moment? My observation is this only affects deal volume, not pricing so much, or even the availability of opportunity. We have to differentiate between the two circumstances. Enduring those 6 to 7 years of headwinds has indeed diminished overall deal volume, meaning fewer transactions, but not value. That reduced activity is largely because of constrained inventory. We're down 9% from last year at this time. So with fewer homes to sell, there are fewer deals. It's like food. You put food on the table, it gets eaten. When there's less food, fewer people eat. The reason value has not diminished is because in Manhattan, there is always a core level of demand. It's like water. If there's a crack, it seeps in. Or like when you inadvertently step off the sidewalk into that slushy corner and your foot gets submerged, instantaneously, you can feel that water get to your foot. That core level of demand here in Manhattan is constant and it sustains us in a buoyant place. So deal volume contracts when inventory is constrained, but pricing and value, which have a natural tendency to rise in normal circumstances, which we've not been able to attain for years, remain stable. That is a sign of a healthy and stable marketplace. Now, the lack of inventory, which has caused this dynamic, has been a result of elevated interest rates. So sellers have been reluctant to put their properties on the market. But why? Why would a seller care about interest rates? Well, one, limited inventory affects them too because they can't find what they want either. Two, if they're looking to upgrade, higher rates will cost them more money to move. And three, regardless of upsizing or downsizing, a lot of people are favorably locked in to those lower rates more so than they can get today, which, if they really want to move, is a bit of a curse. You end up not moving on with your life, your pursuits, your goals, because you're afraid to lose that rate. Now, these are just a few reasons. There are more. But all of that should be further differentiated from the fact that quality deals are still indeed taking place and the fact that pricing has remained overwhelmingly stable. If you're a seller, the fact that you would only be competing with a few properties is a very strong place to be. You have more leverage than you think. And for buyers, pricing is still flat. And the fact that some people will now sit back down on the sidelines because the war and the pop-up of rates presents opportunity for less competition. So, is this the it's always something moment? It seems like the beginnings of it, yes. But consider the moment. And as you know, let's go shopping.